All right, guys, so just a video maybe to help somebody out along the way. This is a 2010 F250 that was originally 6.4. It's now a Cummins vp44 engine, and I have an Obd2 port wired directly to the Cummins ECM that is mounted on the side of the engine. It is in no way connected to the Ford original Obd2 connector, and just have a little cheap scan tool that's probably 10 years old from Advanced AutoZone, somewhere like that. I do know this one works, and I also know that Snap-on and Alltel, I've used both of those. So just a couple of things for the guys that are having trouble getting connected. So this is what I have right here. I just hooked it up over there and tried to connect. So here's what we're going to do. So all right, so we're going to try to boot again. I'm hoping it'll come up with this connection issue. Sometimes it just directly connects, but hopefully it'll come up with it again. Maybe this is what you guys are running into, and maybe this will help you a little bit to be able to read your codes. This is assuming that your Obd2 port is wired correctly. There are diagrams online, Facebook pages and whatnot, to be able to figure out how to wire up an Obd2 port and see what it does. Okay, unable to establish communication. So what we're going to do, we are going to hit this right here. All right, so now that takes us, it's saying that it's not connected, but it actually is. Now, why this particular scan tool does that, I don't know. My Snap-on, my Alltel does not do it, but this is just one of the cheaper ones, and this is what it does. So if you go up there to global Obd2 and you try to connect to that, just wait just a second and we'll see what it does. And again, this would apply only to vp44 swaps. This particular one is a 98.5, so it's one of the early ones. I've heard that the later vp44s are easier to deal with as far as the Obd2. And but I did get this one to work, and you'll be able to read your codes from the Cummins ECM to see what you got going on if you have any running issues or anything like that. So communication error, we're right back where we started. So let's do this. All right, now let's go down here to OEM enhanced. All right, now this truck's been scanned before, so you see it listed right there. You will have to put in the information for the engine that you put in the truck. Okay, so you're going to need to know what that came out of, the year, model, automatic, straight drive, all that. So it's already in this scan tool. We'll go to that. And there you go. There's your codes. I have no idea what this code is. Not a clue. It's always present. If you erase the codes, this one will instantly be back. And then I have no idea why I'm looking at the EGR code on a 98.5 Cummins, which had no EGR. But these codes do make sense to me. No trans bus, that's because there's no Dodge PCM to relay any transmission messages back to the ECM. And then of course I have glow plug heater circuit B and heater circuit A, because I have those disconnected from the Cummins ECM, and I have them run to a little solenoid right over there on a push button to where I can make them work when I want to and not when I don't need them. So anyway, maybe that'll help you guys a little bit as far as figuring out how to how to read your codes. So just make sure your plug's wired up right, and if it is, should be able to take one of these scan tools like this and be able to break your way. It's probably not going to just automatically connect. You're going to have to monkey with it, but you can connect, and once you do, make sure you use the enhanced codes and you'll be able to read your Cummins. All right, thanks guys. Hope that helps you out with your swap and maybe any engine issues that you're encountering, and be able to diagnose your sensors and things like that. I will say this, I have used this scan tool to pull codes for pretty much every sensor on this engine. When I bought it, it was a low mile engine, but it had set for many years, and there was several sensors bad on it. I ended up replacing, I think, just about every sensor on the engine in the last year and a half, and so this did pull codes for all those sensors to put me in the right direction. So maybe that'll help y'all out a little bit. Best of luck to you.